Welcome to My Appointments using the user overview. First on the home page, that's where the user overview is located, and the third link down here in this example, you have 5 appointments for the week. If I select that link, it shoots me into My Appointments page, and from here I can display appointments by week, by day, by month, or all the appointments for me for as far out as you can schedule, which could be unlimited number of years. Let's go back to daily. From here, there's another up here over here in the same title bar. It has show all preparers. These are just strictly my appointments. If you look here in this column preparer, you see these are just Mark Preco. If I want to see everybody's all preparers, I just check the box. That would show me everyone. In this case, Andy has an appointment out there also. If I want to go, let me show all. I'm going to show everybody who's out here. Example, we have Rick has an appointment also, and this is showing all the appointments we have scheduled right now throughout the whole year. I'm going to go ahead now and uncheck that box. I just want to see, focusing on my appointments, and we'll go to weekly. So let's go column by column over here. So we have the first, the very first column. We have a master checkbox, which will check all the appointments. So say if I want to send an email out to all the appointments as a reminder, I could do that to let them know their appointment is today. And check that. This view icon is actually going to go right into the appointment scheduler. If I click on the view icon, it shoots me right into the appointment scheduler for that client, Michelle Bishop, at 11 o'clock, and I see all the appointments for the day. And I could change it from here. Let me go back to my home. Oops, sorry about that. Let me go back to the appointments. The next column, the day. So if the appointment is for today, it'll say today, and it's bolded. Tomorrow will be tomorrow, and then after that, it's just going to be specifically the actual day of the appointment. Days before the appointment, in this case, 0 meaning it's today. 1 day before, 3 days. Just give you an idea when the appointment is, the date of the appointment, the start time, the client name. It's just going to display the taxpayer's name. If I want to actually go into the client file and look at that client, for example, as you see here, we'll go over the color coding right now too. You see this very first client is highlighted in pink. If I look at the color key up here, it shows pink means late. So, example, it's actually 12:32. The appointment was at 11 o'clock, so this individual is late. It's going to highlight in pink. So this is either be late or a no-show. So for the day, you'd be able to see all the appointments that didn't actually come in at 12 o'clock at night, 12:01 a.m. These all get cleared out, and they just get removed from your appointment list. This is highlighted in yellow, shaded in yellow. Look at the key. It says review file. I need to take a look at this Michelle Bishop and find out why it's highlighted. It could be she has maybe a prior year that's an open account, or maybe she's gotten a permanent note. All I do is click on her name. It'll shoot me into her file, and I can scroll down and I can see, and there it is right there, 2010. She's in pending right now. I can click on the pending, and I could go right into her file, and I could see why is she in pending. In this case, we didn't leave a note. We should have left a note, but that is why it was yellow. So basically, when I go back to this my appointment page, if I see anything highlighted, I need to act on it and actually take a look at the client to see why is it yellow before I actually do the return. So I get all the information before I actually meet with the client. Appointment notes, if we had any appointment notes for that client, they'd appear here. Taxpayer's ID, if I want to look at the client before I actually go out and meet the client. In this case, there's the ID. It has a red diagonal. That means it's actually an expired ID that we need to update that when she comes in. But if I want to look and see what she looks like, I just click on her ID icon. And I believe this is going to be me. Yeah. So I just put my ID in there. But you get the idea. It comes in really handy, actually, that we can actually look at them before we actually come out and greet them. Spouse ID would also be there. retention, number of years they've been with you, difficulty, how difficult the return is, the prep time, and you see down here if the difficulty is a 4-star or 5-star rating, it highlights in blue. And again, this is identified as a difficult return. Prepare, if it was blank, that would mean that there hasn't been a preparer assigned. Anybody could do that tax return. They just have an appointment. The site. So if I show all preparers, I actually would see all the preparers across all the sites if I have multiple offices. Business type. So if they're here for insurance or bookkeeping, in this case tax preparation, you'd be able to see which business type. Email, that just means we have an email or a text address for them. And here's their phone number. So we have this information right here, the last 2 columns. So if this individual right here came in late and I want to go ahead and either call her to reschedule, or if I want to send her an email, if I send her an email, I just check the box, hit compose message. And that's going to, right here, then I have to just click click here to send in text or email message. That's going to launch my Outlook, and from here I can go ahead and send her an email. It looks like I just had a number 1 in there as her email instead of her actual email, but her email address would pre-fill right here under the BCC. So I could send out 1, or I could send out all of them to all my clients at one time. If I want to remove them from the list, so in this example, say Michelle's late, but I've contacted her and she's going to reschedule. So I would just check the box here. If I want to clean up my appointments page, check the box, say remove from list, and now she's gone from that list. So she's no longer in my view there. A couple more color codings down here. I see under retention, I have one that's green. That means that individual actually owes me money. Red means they have a credit balance. So if I were to go into Scott's file, scroll down, and there he is, right down, way down to 2002. He actually has a credit balance. But I can see that prior to meeting with him, and either I can clean it up or see if it's actually, if it's correct. Then in this case, if I have to owe him $20, and I would, a credit to his current year's tax return. But it's nice information to have prior to actually meeting with the client, and it's all in one page here. So that's all I have regarding the under the user overview, my appointments. Thank you.